How you doing, everybody? Now, what we have in front today is a very interesting device. This is a laptop with a Celeron processor, which is 1.6 gigahertz dual core. This is the HP Stream. Now, anybody who's got the visuals, now I'm just trying to move my camera around, so hopefully you're getting it. Let me move around to the side just a bit. Now, this is bright blue, so if you're looking at this, comes in blue, purple, pink. They tend to be in quite bright colors. These are ultrabooks, or these are entry-level laptops with SSD storage. So this has 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigabytes SSD storage, and these are reasonably priced, let's say. Now, if you can get these second hand, now I picked this machine up here for £105. Now, for 32 gigs SSD storage, it's Windows 10. That's not too bad. Now, I would have preferred it if it had been 4 gigs of RAM and not 2 gigs of RAM, but you can't get everything. The build quality is excellent. Surprisingly, for an entry-level laptop, it has an 11.6-inch screen. So this is ideal to be taken to coffee shops and to, obviously, if you're in a tight space. So if you're in a coffee shop, cafe, restaurant, not that you'd probably take a laptop to a restaurant, but you never know. So if you're on a small tabletop, this would be ideal as opposed to your 13s, 14s or 15s, which can be a little spacious. The keys are white on here, so the keys are white, and the key travel is actually surprisingly very good. Now I've got big hands, so you would think that this keyboard is too small, but this keyboard's actually quite nice for me. I mean, ideal, I'm better obviously on a full-size keyboard, on a 13, 14 or 15, but surprisingly the keys are square and the key travel is actually very good on this machine. My only complaint on this machine is Google Chrome doesn't seem to run and install as well as it should. Now, I don't know whether because obviously it's a low-grade processor, whether that has anything to do with it. You do get Microsoft Edge, but I try not to use that browser. I prefer to use Chrome, and I was recommended to install Chrome straight away and go for Chrome and not Microsoft Edge. So maybe if you get one of these, you should do the same. This comes fully installed with accessibility. So this is Windows. This will have ease of access. So any of you out there, I won't demonstrate it because I'm actually holding the camera, but it has ease of access. So as soon as you turn your machine on, you power your machine up, you just press Control, Windows and Enter, and that will immediately turn on Windows Narrator. And then you can actually use it. You get the full screen reader, and you can just, you get the full text-to-speech and Microsoft, interface for text-to-speech, which is really good. Really good. Good voice. The voice is very good. Not overly robotic. It's actually quite a good voice. So this is totally accessible if you're blind or visually impaired. There are also there's also software if you wish to attach a braille display. So you can attach a braille display to this computer as well. So this is actually quite a neat machine. If like me, I'm not very good with Windows software. I find it too chewy, complicated, and to be honest, I could probably benefit from a session of training on it. I'm much better on a Chromebook, but if you want to do serious work and extensive serious work, generally Windows is a better option because everybody uses Windows or Mac. But I think Windows out succeeds Macs in the ways of productivity. So this is the HP Stream. Let me try and get a better angle for you. Let me stand up and see whether I can get a better angle so you can maybe see the keyboard. This is the Windows Stream 11.6-inch screen entry-level laptop. It has USB sockets on one side, an HDMI socket, headphone socket. So it's fully accessible to your if you wish to attach an external hard drive or external speakers or any devices. The trackpad isn't bad, and the trackpad also works with the accessibility ease of access interface. So you actually do get a certain amount of control on the trackpad, which I actually quite like, even though I'm rubbish on the trackpad. So I picked this up for 105. I think they usually go for maybe 150, 170 now. There is a 14-inch version of the HP Stream also, so if you think you'd benefit from a larger screen, maybe you go for the 14, which I think is around 200, or maybe just under 200 for the HP Stream 14. It's fully accessible to Windows 10, so you can, and you get the Microsoft Store on there as well. So I have Netflix and Audible and, you know, quite a few, you know, decent apps on here. And it's a very good machine. So if you want to be introduced to Windows without having to fork out lots and lots of money for a more expensive laptop that you may find intimidating, especially if you struggle to find somebody to give you a bit of basic training, then try this if you can find them. They can be found on Amazon, most definitely, and certainly on eBay. So look around, look for the HP Stream 11 or the HP Stream 14. Well, tell me what you think. Tap that like button, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, everybody. And I'll speak to you all on the next one. It's been a pleasure. Until the next time.